morning. Happy day before National Fairy Tale Day. So happy day before National Fairy Tale Day. That's the social media holiday for tomorrow. I didn't want you guys to miss it because we're doing this today. So enjoy telling a fairy tale tomorrow. So good morning, everybody. Cindy here with our topic today. Should you be worried about food dyes? And you're like, Cindy, what's a food dye? Well, a food dye is anything that we add to our food products that usually add a color to it. The color is usually a brightly colored one because that's how you can tell that it's a synthetic food dye because it's bright, it's colorful. So if you have nice pink shampoo in your shower, guess what it has in there? Food dye. But today I'm going to talk about one specific story that we have. When my daughter was, 2 or 3, she acted like a 2 or 3-year-old. She just happened to be the size of like a 6 and 7-year-old, but she acted pretty much like a 2 to 3-year-old. And then I noticed some changes and I was like, something different is happening, or I'm noticing something. My eyes are awakened to something different happen. So I do what I always did. I was like, let's observe this for a moment and see what has changed, because whatever it changed, I'm going to fix it because I liked how it was before, because I was like, no, I don't like this behavior at all. So I had to be like, is this a growth behavior? Is this because we're getting older? What is this? So I sat there and I was like, I'm not one to like write things down, but I am one to be very observant. Like I will notice everything. We drive down the road. I was like, look, they painted their mailbox. I mean, I will notice the littlest things, but I don't write it down like I'm doing a scientific journal of things. So I was like, let me see. And then I watched and I watched and I was like, I got it. I figured out what is happening. I figured it out. You want to know what it was and how I figured it out? You know, when little kids are young, they're like, here's a piece of candy at the church. Here, you were good. Here's a piece of candy at school. Here's a piece of candy. 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 I guarantee you, your kid is picking a blue one or a red one because it's the brightest one. It's the shiniest one in the package. It's like, look at me. I'm the big, beautiful blue colored one. Because that's what all my daughter always does. She's like, oh, I got the blue raspberry one. That's which one I'm going to get. Well, take, for example, a Dum Dum lollipop. They're teeny tiny, like they're that big on a stick. People hand them out all the time. My daughter would eat that lollipop, but she doesn't suck on it like a sucker like you're supposed to. She like licks, get it soft, crunch, munch it, and it's ingested in her body at 2 years old. Very fast, and just crunch it. I was like, it's called a sucker, not a chomper, okay? Anyway, so I looked and I was like, it's 1 minute, it's been a minute and a half, and all of a sudden, a Tasmanian devil comes out of my child. She's spinning around, she's bouncing off the wall, she's literally climbing the walls. She just went nuts. And I was like, that's it. The dyes. The colorful dyes are short-circuiting her whole body. She has no control over it. She ingested a dye, turns into a Tasmanian devil. And I was like, that's it. We're going to limit and we're going to watch all of our colorful things that go in our body. And she knows. We have to ask if we're having it. We'd have them as a special thing, not as an all the time thing. Like I told you, I was the mom and be like, oh, you get a candy, I was like, nope, she don't get a candy. Because her body literally goes haywire within 1 to 2 minutes afterwards. So raise your hand in the comments if you've noticed your kid do it. Raise your hand if you're going to notice if your kid does it now, because you're going to put on your little investigative hat and be like, I'll be dang. That's what's happening to my kid too. I have a feeling you're not alone. And like I told you at the beginning of the video, if you got a colorful shampoo or conditioner or body wash in your shower, they put a lot of food dye in there for you. So you literally, your kid getting clean can make them turn into the Tasmanian devil too. So in my group, we're we're doing a challenge. We're doing a 5-day challenge very soon. We're going to pull back the doors and pull back the curtain and open the glass door of our shower and see what we have hiding in our house. So if you want to do that, jump into my group. The link is in the description. And today we have a special joke to end with. One that we got told from some girl that we met at a store one day. And my daughter has remembered it all. Okay, so here's today's joke. What do you call a gummy bear on ice? I'll give you one moment for that. What do you call a gummy bear on ice? A polar bear. It was the best joke we heard when this teenage girl told it to us. I was like, that's the best. I'm going to remember that one and write that one down. All right, so I will see you guys all next time. Bye.